Welcome back. So there's a report by the Federal Reserve, and it says credit card debt reached its highest amount with more than $1 trillion with a T dollars. So this morning, financial expert Kimberly Washington joining us to share some tips for you on how to manage and pay off your credit card debt.
Right.
Kim, thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
So we've got 4 tips this morning. The first one, sticking to a budget, which is not easy.
Right. It's not easy, and some people may say, okay, that sounds so cliche. But if you really want to get out of debt, if you stick to a budget, it helps you not to overspend. So that's the key there, because of course, if you're making $1,000 and you plan, I'm only going to spend about $800 this month, you're not relying on an extra credit card to make you through the month. So really stick to the budget, because that does really, really work.
Mind over matter. You got to stick with it.
Yes, you
also
do.
creating a debt strategy plan. What do you mean by that?
Right, create a debt strategy plan. And what I mean is that sit down and write down all of your different credit cards and all of your different expenses and kind of get an idea how much you want to pay it out for the year. So for instance, if you expect to have a balance of $12,000, you might say, okay, I'm going to pay off $1,000 each month for the next 12 months. So within a year, I'll pay off this balance. And you can look for different ways to find extra money, like taking on a second job or turning that passion into cash. So that's a couple of different things you can do as creating that plan.
And Kim, your third step for us this morning, just say no.
Just say no. Just say no. So if your credit card, if it's not really your thing and you're really having problems with it, at this time it may not be a good idea to have credit cards. So I would say you don't have to close out the accounts, because it'll actually reduce your credit score, but just cut them up and let them go for right now and don't use them, whatever it would take, because that could really impact your credit.
Or just hide it from yourself. Sometimes
Hide it
that
from
works
yourself.
too. I've had to hide my cards for myself.
Some people say put it in a freezer, but do whatever you have to do.
That's a good one.
Yes, because by the time you unfreeze it, then you may not need whatever it is you were going to buy, right?
That's a good one. I like that. Okay, and the last one is super important, to just monitor your progress.
Monitor your progress and monitor your process too as well. I always say make sure that you reach out to a monitoring service company as far as the credit is concerned. That's a good tool you can use on Credit Sesame's website that helps you to protect your credit as far as identity theft. It also helps you to monitor your score, and I work closely with them, so they do a good job as it relates to Credit Sesame as well. So that's some options that you may have as it relates to kind of just protecting your credit and making steps to pay off your credit card debt this year.
Awesome. Kim, always dropping the gems when it comes to finances, helping you to get out of credit card debt. Where can people read more about this?
Definitely go to my website at Kimberly.com. I'll put a blog post up today just so people can have a couple of strategies to put in place as it relates to paying off their credit card debt.
Put it in the freezer.
Put it in a freezer. That's what I hear.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Kim, thank you. Always a pleasure having
so
you on the
much.
show. Thank you.